Hi there, welcome to theclearskinessentials.com. I'm Natasha St. Michael, and here at the Clear Skin Essentials, we're always talking about how to clear up breakouts and adult acne through diet and skincare. And today I want to talk about skin purging and how to know the difference between skin purging versus breakouts. So if you've ever started using a new skincare product and suddenly your skin breaks out, and you're like, what's going on? Is this a skin purge? And will it be just sort of temporary that everything's coming out and then it will heal and get better? Or are you having a bad reaction to the product and it's giving you breakouts? Now, I will say that 9 out of 10 times, I believe you're actually having a reaction to the product. I don't believe people's skin is actually purging from skincare products or ingredients as often as people are told or that they think. Okay, it does happen, and today I want to talk about like what are the signs and symptoms of a skin purge versus a breakout. But a lot of times I actually think you're just having a bad reaction to the product, and sometimes you need to completely stop the product immediately. And sometimes if you just kind of back off a little bit, use it a little bit less, or just give it some time, your skin might just sort of balance out and get used to it. So a lot of times it might not necessarily be purging, that the product is like pulling out the stuff that's clogging up your pores and gives you temporary breakouts, but that your skin is just kind of reacting to the product because it's just not used to it. You know, and sometimes it's because the product is actually giving you breakouts. There's something in the product, an ingredient that is causing a reaction or clogging your pores, things like that. So let's talk about like, how do you know? Are you having a skin purge or are you having a breakout from the product? How I see it is that first of all, there's certain ingredients that can sort of stimulate a skin purge. And that's usually ingredients that are active ingredients. So it could be like an exfoliating ingredient, like an exfoliating acid, glycolic acid, lactic acid, salicylic acid, those kind of things stimulate your skin, to stimulate new skin to come to the surface, just like a retinoid or retinol also can do that, okay? And anything that's kind of stimulating sort of cell turnover and new skin to come to the surface faster, and also kind of like clearing out the buildup on the surface of the skin, that could very well cause a skin purge, okay? Because pretty much the theory is that a skin purge is that you're using an active ingredient that is speeding up new skin cells to come to the surface and to release and dislodge and dissolve and get rid of old dead skin cells that are built up on the surface and the things that are clogging your skin. And so if you're bringing sort of like taking off the old that's building up on the surface of your skin, pushing the new skin forward, what ends up happening is that you're almost kind of like lifting a lid where whatever is clogging your pores underneath starts also being pushed forward to the surface, and that can get trapped and cause pimples and blocked pores and breakouts and all of that. And once you kind of go through that sort of like a temporary purge, eventually you get to the other side and your skin gets cleared out and it looks clear and beautiful and great. And it also helps to prevent future breakouts as well. So it can happen from active ingredients. Within some skincare companies will also say that you can go through skin purging with oil cleansing. If you're oil cleansing for the very first time, you've never done oil cleansing before, you never put an oil on your skin, suddenly you're doing oil cleansing. The thing with oils is that it's similar to certain active ingredients that it does exfoliate your skin, because oil has the strength to actually sort of break up the buildup of sebum and dead skin cells off the surface of your skin, as well as what's clogging your pores, because oil breaks up other oils, right? The sebum. And with oil cleansing is that not only are you applying the oil on your skin that is very gently exfoliating your skin, but you're also using a washcloth to remove that oil, and that too is exfoliating your skin. So that can stimulate sort of a speed up of new skin cells to come to the surface and to exfoliate your skin and just kind of get things coming to the surface that it could cause a purge. But only if you're oil cleansing for the very first time. I don't believe that, let's say you've been oil cleansing forever and suddenly use like a new oil cleanser that has perhaps a different oil in it, that you're going to suddenly have a purge. I really think it's something that happens when the first time you've ever done it, you could actually have breakouts and sort of like a purge from it. But a lot of times I actually believe it's not so much purging, but it might just be that your skin is adapting to the richness of the oils. It's not used to it. You know, I see this a lot where people are using like perhaps like a new moisturizer or a new facial oil or something that has a lot of moisture in it, has, you know, that it's rich for the skin, and your skin might need a little time to adjust. So active ingredients like glycolic acid or lactic acid or salicylic acid or retinoids or retinols and even oil cleansing, if you're using new products containing these ingredients, and you're using products, I would say regularly, like every single day, these products can cause a purge. I don't think though, like if you're wondering what about like something like clay that is known to sort of have a drying effect on the skin, you're not using clay enough to actually cause a purge. You only use like a clay mask maybe once or twice a week, right? Really, a product that's going to cause you to have a skin purge is something that you're using every single day, because every day it's sloughing off the dead skin cells and it's pulling things to the surface, and new skin is coming to the surface much faster because you're continually using the product. If you're using a product just once in a while, that should not cause a skin purge. Now, how to know what's going on your face is really a skin purge or a bad reaction. So I would say that if you're having a skin purge, pretty much you would be getting pimples and pustules and breakouts in areas of your face where you normally get breakouts. Okay, so like let's say you're prone to getting breakouts on your chin, and suddenly you start using a serum that contains glycolic acid. Okay, and you're using it every day, and suddenly, boom, within a few days of starting to use it, you're getting all these breakouts on your chin. That could very well be a skin purge, because based on that theory of it sort of bringing up all the stuff that's clogging your pores underneath, is that if you're prone to getting breakouts on your chin, you're more likely to be having pimples and clogged pores brewing underneath that you don't even know about. So anywhere that, like, let's say you have acne prone skin and you're always getting breakouts on a certain part of your face, it's most likely you've got clogged pores underneath there. You even maybe got pimples brewing under there that you don't even know about. You can't feel it, but it's happening already. And when you use one of these products that's an exfoliating product or a stimulating product on your skin, this stuff comes out. Now, if you, though, usually get breakouts on your chin, but you're using this new serum and you're getting breakouts all over your forehead, that to me is not a skin purge, but you're having a reaction to the product. And either the product is not good for your skin and this is a bad reaction, or you're just using it too much, too often, and your skin needs time to acclimate. You know, a lot of times I don't feel that someone's actually getting breakouts from the product. It's just that they're going in too fast, too strong at once. And sometimes it's just about, instead of using it every day, start with using it once a week. You know, especially if it's a strong product that has active ingredients in it. You know, slowly go in with it, you know, slowly and steady. That's what wins the race, not going like fast and hard. Because if you go fast with a lot of these strong products, it can be too irritating. And the moment you start irritating your skin, that's what's going to trigger breakouts, not the product. Okay, so that's the first thing, is look at your face. Where are you getting the breakouts? Is it where you normally get breakouts? Or if it's on a part of your face that you normally don't get breakouts, then that is a reaction to the product and not a skin purge. I'll also say too, is that when you get a skin purge, you would get the skin purge within a few days of starting to use the product. You wouldn't be using the product for 6 months and then suddenly getting a skin purge. It doesn't work that way. It's really quite like an immediate reaction. It could be a reaction the next day, or it could be a reaction within a few days. And a skin purge should not be lasting more than 2 weeks. I really feel that sort of the worst of the skin purge should be within the first 2 weeks. Sometimes it can go on for like 1 month max, but really it's the first 2 weeks that it's the worst. After those 2 weeks, it should start looking better and sort of more on the road of recovery. You might get a few more breakouts within that first month, but it really shouldn't be like getting worse and worse and worse and going on for like 6 weeks, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. No. If you've been using a product and you've been told that you're going through a skin purge and it's been like 3 months, you got like horrendous breakouts and they're only getting worse, that's not a skin purge. That is a bad reaction to the product. And either at that point, if your skin's that bad, I would stop using it completely until your skin balances out. So that's another thing, okay, is duration, okay? If it's just 2 weeks, and after 2 weeks, I find with the skin purge is that your skin around the breakouts should look like it's actually getting better. This is one thing that a lot of my coaching clients, like the feedback they'll give me when they perhaps like start using new skincare products, is that initially they might get breakouts and sort of cluster breakouts where parts of their face, they get a lot of breakouts. But one thing that they always say, which I find to be interesting as like this pattern, is that they'll say, you know, I'm getting a lot of breakouts. I think it's the product causing it, but I don't think I want to stop because around the breakout, my skin is getting healthy. And it's a big difference between having breakouts and your skin is like scaly and raw and red and it hurts and it just looks bad and it's getting worse, compared to pimples are coming up, but your skin like is more even, it's less red, it's healthy around the breakouts or near the breakouts, and it's looking better and better, that you just kind of intuitively know, even though you're having the breakouts, it's also getting better at the same time. And that to me is what really sort of differentiates a purge compared to having an adverse or bad reaction to your skincare products. So that's something to really watch out for, is that if you've been warned by your doctor or by someone that like when you start using this product, you might get more breakouts than usual in the beginning, just watch your skin around it. It's not only the breakouts itself, but it's your skin on your face as a whole, especially if you're using the product all over your face, is that, again, you might just be getting breakouts in that one area where you normally get breakouts, but everywhere else is looking good. If everything else is looking good and around the breakouts it's looking healthier and healthier, then that's good. That's a good sign. But if you're using this product all over your face and not only are you getting breakouts, but like everywhere on your face is red and raw and hurts, or you're getting bumpy like texture on your skin, that to me is a bad reaction to the product and not a purge. Right? And so I guess that leads me to the last thing, is what kind of pimples or sort of breakouts would you expect to get on a purge versus you're having a bad reaction? Okay, so I find with a purge is that you're like the purge, you would be getting pimples and pustules, whiteheads. Some people who are prone to getting like cystic pimples could possibly be getting cystic pimples, that sort of thing. Like you'd be getting pimples, you wouldn't be getting texture. You wouldn't be getting like some people write me saying, you know, they start oil cleansing and they've got little bumps all over their face. That to me is not a skin purge. That to me is a bad reaction to the product and you should stop using it. So you shouldn't be getting like texture, like little tiny bumps all over your face or on your forehead. You shouldn't be getting red, irritated, raw skin. Your skin should not be itchy. It shouldn't be scaly. You shouldn't get orange peel skin or patches of really enlarged pores. Really, you would just be getting pimples and pustules, maybe some cystic pimples or larger pimples, that sort of thing. But any kind of texture, any kind of rawness or redness or irritation, swelling, itching, bumpy skin, you should not be getting that. That to me is a bad reaction to the skincare product you're using. And if it's little bumps all over your face, I would stop using it completely because you're having a bad reaction to an ingredient in the product or the product itself. But let's say your skin is just getting really dry or raw or kind of scaly or peely. That just might mean it's too strong and you just need to stop until your skin balances out and is healthy again. And then you might be able to start using the product again. But my recommendation would be to use it a lot less. You know, like a lot of times we get these products and we follow the directions of using it twice a day, and it's full of active ingredients that your skin is just, it's too strong for your skin. That why not start with using these products once or twice a week? Or instead of using it twice a day, start with using it once a day. Try and go in slow and see how your skin responds to the product and gets used to it, and then you increase it. you know, there's no race, because a lot of times when we go in so strong and so fast and so hard, our skin blows up, and then it takes a long time to actually get your skin healing again and healthy again. It's not like you stop using it and then the next day everything's good. Sometimes it could take like weeks or months for your skin to balance out, because sometimes these products are so strong that they give you somewhat of like a burn to your skin, or they really throw the pH off, or really hurt your skin or harm it, that it takes a lot of time to actually get back to balance again. So my recommendation is that if you've been prescribed or you bought a product that you know is strong, go in slow in the beginning. You know, there's nothing wrong with starting to use one of these products like once a week and see how your skin responds to it, as opposed to like going in every day and then slowly work your way up. Because if you do it that way, you will automatically, hopefully, keep irritation and inflammation low. And if you don't have any kind of irritation or inflammation from the skin, then you can really just get the benefit from the skincare product without hurting your skin, or without just doing too much too fast. And then lastly, I do want to mention one thing about skin purging, and that is that my personal belief is that, as I said in the beginning of this video, that 9 out of 10 times I don't believe skincare products is causing a skin purge. But I do believe that certain things we're doing with our body can cause a skin purge. Okay, so I believe that you're more likely to get skin purge from something going on in the inside of you than something you're putting on your skin. I don't think that most skincare products are strong enough to like literally suck everything out of your pores. I just don't. But I do believe that because we actually eliminate waste through our sweat, that a lot of times a change of diet, quitting smoking, quitting coffee, starting to exercise, change of season or climate, that kind of thing can cause a skin purge. Okay, because as I just said, that, you know, every moment of the day our body is sort of breaking down and eliminating waste out of our body, and toxins, things like that, right? And we eliminate it through our poo, our pee, our breath, and our sweat. And the sweat comes through our skin. And let's say you've never exercised before, and suddenly you start an exercise program, and you know, you're out there and you're sweating. Your skin can actually get kind of irritated from that influx of sweat that your body is not used to. Same thing with a change of diet. You might be eating all this processed food, and suddenly you decide to do like a cleanse, right? You're doing like juice fasting or something, and like all this stuff gets sweated out. You know, same thing with getting off some medications. Some people get breakouts and all sorts of stuff just from stopping a medication, because that stuff is being released, and it comes out through our sweat, and it can irritate our skin, it can clog pores, all of that, and it can cause that purging. So I believe that a lot of times we need to look at the whole picture. You know, that let's say I see a lot of times people start using new skincare products at the same time that they've changed their diet, or they start a new exercise routine, or suddenly they quit smoking, or whatever it is. And a lot of times they think, oh, it's a skincare product, but really it could actually be coming from something within your lifestyle or your diet, or something in your environment that could be causing it, as opposed to that skincare product. Or it could be in conjunction, you know, that you're doing a few things at once and it's causing you to have breakouts. A big example of this is someone that gets into a healthier lifestyle, right? And they just change their diet, they're exercising, and then they're like, oh, I want to use natural skincare. And suddenly they switch all their skincare products to natural skincare products, and their skin just goes crazy. And I believe it's probably from like the diet and the exercise and the natural skincare products, and even just using a whole new sort of routine of products, that it's so much going on at once that your skin goes crazy. It's not necessarily this one product cause a purge, but it's just your skin reacting to all these changes. So it's important to kind of assess the entire situation and ask yourself, you know, has there been any other thing that has changed in conjunction with using this new product? And also ask yourself too, is that, do you necessarily, like if you start getting a skin purge, do you necessarily need to continue using that product as much or as often? Can you cut back a little bit to allow your skin to kind of adjust to that product to slow that purge down? Because I really do believe that slow and steady does win the race, as opposed to going in hard and fast, because sometimes just too much is too much. All right, so if you want to know more about skin purging versus breakouts, I do have a blog post over at my blog at theclearskinessentials.com that you can go and check out, that I wrote up a bunch of other guidelines and stuff, so go and check that out. I'll put a link to it. Plus, also, if you are dealing with breakouts and acne, I do have a free email course, and it's a fabulous course. It goes through a bunch of diet and lifestyle and skincare sort of steps to get you started to clear up your skin. And so I'll put a link to that as well. And yeah, and so if you enjoyed this video, please like it, please subscribe, and I'm wishing everyone a fabulous day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.